Good morning. My name is Kevin Wagner, and I am the Code Enforcement Special Magistrate for today's hearing. I want to begin by explaining how this process is going to work. Typically, I hear building code cases on the agenda first, and the city will call the cases in the order in which they appear on the agenda. If you have appeared at today's hearing, which if you're here you have, your case will be called before those where no one has appeared. But that is only true if you have signed in. So if you have not signed in, please sign in on the sheet in the rear of the chamber or just outside the door. Once your case is called, I ask you to come down to the podium on my right-hand side, which is right over there. The city will put on its testimony and evidence first, then you will have an opportunity to review this evidence and ask questions of any of the city's witnesses. You will also have the opportunity to testify and present me with any of your own evidence. Once I have all the testimony and evidence, I will make a ruling. I will also enter a written order either today at the hearing or in the next few days which you will receive a copy of. If you have any questions as we go through the process, please feel free to ask them. This is not a formal courtroom. The formal rules of evidence do not apply here. Now, although this is not a formal courtroom, all testimony is given under oath. So if you're going to testify or you think you might testify, there's a possibility that you might testify. I'm going to ask that you stand and raise your right hand so that I can swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be truthful and accurate under the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of Florida? Please be seated so they can call their first case.
First case number 1-1545 6th Street, CE 200200273, number 1-1545 6th Street.
Good morning. I'm Richard McCoy with West Palm Beach Building Department, a building inspector. This project was cited on 2/13/2020. It had a revoked permit at the time. The affidavit was posted on 5/3/2021. The notice of violation was both mailed, regular mail and certified mail, on 5/4/2021. The permit was reapplied for on 3/11/2021. It was waiting for information, and there has been no response since. The city is asking for 60 days at $100 a day after that.
So tell me what's going on here. So they applied for a building permit to do what?
It looked like they were put on an addition. It should be in one of the pictures. There's an addition on the back of the house.
All right, so they're putting on an addition. They applied for the permit after they'd already started work, I guess? Is that what happened here?
On the paperwork trail, it looks like they applied for the permit and then had it revoked, and then did the addition, and then reapplied for the permit when they were red tagged.
All right, and as far as you know, to this date, that the permit has not been issued?
It has not been issued, no.
All right. Is there anyone here on behalf of the respondent? And this is clearly work that does require a permit.
I'm sorry?
This is clearly work that does require a permit?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, in case CE 200200273, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice. How was notice done in this case?
$100 a day?
Now, how was the notice done?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How was notice done? How did you notify them about this hearing?
They were red tagged on site, and then the NOV was posted, and then it was mailed, and it was regular mail and certified mail.
To the address listed on the property appraiser's records?
Yes.
Okay. All right, in case CE 200200273, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 105.1 and 110.3. Responded at 60 days to bring the property in compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Number 23930 North Flagler Drive, number 202 CE 21030254, number 2.
Good morning. Attilio Belisle, Inspector for the City of West Palm Beach. Property was initially cited for renovations to the property interior done without proper permits or inspections. We received proper posting on site. We sent out regular mail and certified mail. However, the certified mail was returned unable to forward, and the tracking history on United States Postal Service states delivered to the front desk, reception area, mail room. And on the regular mail, it was returned unable to forward, but the property was properly posted for the violation. They've applied for a plumbing permit, permit number 21021213, electrical permit 21021212, a commercial interior permit 21021211, have all been applied for, however, not issued. They're still going through the review process. City is requesting for them to obtain all the permits within 30 days and 60 days to obtain inspections based on the amount of progress that has been performed on the project. After that, $200 a day.
So they've applied for 3 permits at this point.
Yes, they still need to obtain their mechanical permit.
Electrical and plumbing.
And their commercial interior.
Have they applied for all the ones they need, or
They still need to apply for the mechanical.
can this be accomplished within, can they get these permits within 30 days?
Yes, it is obtainable.
Tell me about this second thing you're requesting, the 60 days for inspections. That's atypical. Why are you requesting that?
The status of the job needs to match the amount of work that was done for inspections in order for the violation to be closed.
Wouldn't that be typically part of the permit process?
Say that again?
Wouldn't that usually just be part of the permit process?
Yes, that would.
So if they obtain their permits, they have to get an inspection before the permits are closed anyway. So why would I put it in my order?
Say that again? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard to talk in a mask.
Yes.
So if they obtain the permits, they have to get an inspection for the permits to be closed, right?
They have to have one qualified inspection within 180 days.
Right. So why would I need to put another inspection in the order?
Understood. So then, do you want to do it just 30 days? to obtain
I'm
the
just
permit?
trying to understand why why that would make, if it makes sense to do it, I'm persuadable. I'm just trying to understand why I would do that.
The city just does not want them to obtain the permit and call in no inspections.
Well, they have to do it within 180 days anyway, right?
Yes,
Or they'll be in violation of the permit.
yes.
I think I'm just going to stick to the 30 days. I think this is the easiest way to do it.
Thank you.
All right, in case CE 2103024, make the following findings of law and fact. I find notice is sufficient. I found the property in violation of 105.1, 109.4, and FBC 107.1. Respondent has 30 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of up to $200 per day may issue.
Number 7, 510 18th Street, CE 210-30581, number 7, 510 18th Street.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What was it, 51018? 51018? Sorry. Oh, I'm not feeling well. 510 18th Street. I don't really feel, I can't breathe. Sorry, I'm having a hard time breathing.
Go ahead.
Do you want to, continue them? Okay. Going to move on to, sorry, Mayor, we're going to continue this for a minute.
Okay.
Number 62, 430 Northwood Road, CE 21030540. Number 62, 430 Northwood Road.
Good morning, Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is reference to a restaurant located in a plaza that was issued a notice of violation for no business tax receipt or certificate of use to operate the storefront business or food truck. The food truck was also parked, causing a nuisance to the public. Vehicles pulling in and out of the parking lot could not see portions of the eastbound sidewalk or roadway. There was also signage installed on the windows without a permit. What was installed also appears to exceed the amount of coverage allowed by zoning. Prior to issuing the notice of violation, I contacted the tenant and restaurant owner who's present today and advised him of the violations. The tenant and I also spoke on a few occasions after notice of violation was issued, and we discussed ways to come in compliance. A few weeks ago, I was contacted by the respondent, the actual property owner. He said he spoke with his tenant and was checking to see if he came into compliance. The tenant did obtain a business tax receipt for the food truck, and the food truck was removed and is no longer causing a nuisance to the public. However, I explained to the respondent that all the other violations remained outstanding. He said he would contact his tenant and encourage him to comply and to contact the code enforcement office. I did hear from the respondent on one more occasion. However, as of today, the property remains in violation of the following code sections. 94-110C6, the signage on the window remains without a permit and appears to exceed the coverage allowed by zoning. As far as 82-144 for the business tax receipt and 2232A for the certificate of use, the food truck complied. He now has a business tax receipt for that. However, there's still no business tax receipt or certificate of use for the restaurant. A application was made on May 10th, and some inspections have been made, but a few more are still pending. 18162A shouldn't be on this case, so that needs to be removed. That was an error. The city is asking for compliance within 30 days or $100 a day fine be assessed.
So 18162 is not at issue, and 22-25383 is not at issue since he moved the truck?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's correct.
So we're just talking about 2232A and 82144 as applied to the physical business, and the 94110C6, which is the signage.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Edward Gardner.
And are you the owner-operator of this restaurant, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
All right, so the city is saying that you need a business tax and a certificate of use for your building, and you have a problem with your signage.
I'm in process of getting that in compliance. I spoke with the inspector, and we'll be, getting that resolved within the next 30 days.
What's the city asking for here?
Yeah, 30 days or $100 a day fine be imposed.
Can you get this done in 30 days, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In case CE 210305540, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 2232A, 82144, and 94110C6. Respondent has 30 days to bring the property in compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue. So you get your 30 days, but you have to get done, because if you're not in compliance after 30 days, the city will put a fine of $100 a day on you, which can add up very quickly.
I'm in process of having the 2 final pieces remedied today.
Yeah, if you run into trouble, you need to contact the officer immediately.
I would.
All right, thank you.
Number 64, 3119 Spruce Avenue, CE 21040082. Number 64, 3119 Spruce.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is reference to a vacant single-family home that was issued a notice of violation for external windows in disrepair, a tree stump and tree pieces left on a property, and for landscaping that's in need of restoration. The notice of violation was issued via certified mail and posting on April 6th and gave the respondent 30 days to comply by obtaining applicable permits to repair the windows and to remove the boards on the windows, and 30 days to remove the tree pieces, grind the stump down that's on the property, and restore the landscaping, or to obtain a landscape permit to redo the landscaping on the property. After notice of violation was issued, I was contacted by the respondent, who's here today, and we discussed ways to come in compliance. We have been contacted on several occasions since the notice of violation was issued. She indicated the house has remained boarded for an extended period of time while she's attempting to achieve approval from the Historic Preservation Office for the renovations or to demolish the home. The home has historic designation. I spoke to the Historic Preservation Planner, Frederick Mittner, who explained in order to obtain approval for the structure to be demolished, a letter from 3 different engineers need to be obtained and submitted to her so she could appear in front of the Historic Preservation Board. That being said, the property can achieve compliance with Code Section 18103E by removing the boards and repairing the windows and removing any dead landscaping, grinding down a stump on the property, or by obtaining a landscaping permit to restore the landscaping on the property. The city is asking for 30 days to comply or a $100 a day fine be assessed.
Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
Julia Derbent.
I'm sorry, one more time, Miriam?
Julia Derbent.
And are you the owner of the property, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
That's not the owner we have listed.
You have my husband listed there. We're co-owners. You have Andrew Mina.
Okay, that's your husband,
Yes,
and you own the property together?
yes.
So tell me what's going on.
The house has been in this condition for years. We purchased it like this with the intention of restoring it. We've gotten approval from the Historic Preservation Board for the architectural plans that we have. However, after getting those approvals, we found extensive damage to the foundation. And since then, we've been working to try to get engineers or GCs or shell contractors to help us figure out a way to restore it. Unfortunately, everybody we've talked to has said that this property is really not salvageable and they don't want to take the liability to actually do repairs on it. So in that process, since then, I've been working on trying to get some sort of written documentation between the pandemic, the way this market has been and how occupied everybody is in the business. It's been extremely difficult for me to get anybody to put anything down in writing. We've been forced to find another location to live in. And we're still working on trying to fix this issue. I mean, this is where we want to live long-term. So that's the reason why the house remains boarded. Like I said, we purchased it boarded, and did not realize that only 6 months is allowed on the permit to have those boards up. But to repair the windows is really pointless. There's, like I said, it's gutted inside. It has extensive termite damage. I am currently working with new engineers to see if I can get the 3 letters that the city requires to bring my case before the Preservation Board again and have them consider demolition.
The city wants to give you 30 days.
So I would like to ask for 120 at a minimum because, like I said, I've been working on this for over a year and I have not been able to get anything down in writing. Everybody has said the same thing verbally during the many meetings I had at the property to get quotes or to get an assessment. It's just been very hard to get it in writing. But I am working on it. I am pushing as hard as I can.
What's the city's position?
Well, if she's able to get 3 engineering letters, the applications are due for the July 14th Historic Preservation Board. Those applications are due on June 16th, and the next one is until till August 24th, and those applications are due July 27th. So that would put us about 60 days out.
And I would request possibly September because my due date is August 23rd. So I wouldn't be able to appear
Okay.
before.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
we're okay with the request.
All right. In case CE 2104002A to make the following findings of fact and law, I find notice is sufficient Find the property in violation of the code sections, give the respondent 120 days to bring the property in compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank
luck.
you.
Ma'am, here's a copy of your order. Case number 814 45th Street, CE 21040177, number 814 45th Street.
Good morning, Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 814 45th Street was cited on 4721. The property was posted on 4/14/21, and certified mail was sent on 4/8/21. The property was cited for 18-103J, 18-106K, 7434A1J, and 9471C. I've had no contact with the owner. The city is asking for a split order for 7434A1J and 9471C. The city is asking for 15 days or $100 per day. For code sections 18-103J and 106K, the city is asking for 60 days or $100 per day.
Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Ann Supreme.
And you are the owner of the property, ma'am?
Yes.
So tell me what's going on.
Okay. We've removed most of the trash in the front. The property has actually been repainted. The grass we replaced in 2019. She had requested that for us, and we did do that. Unfortunately, last year, Grandma and my sister passed away from COVID, and so it's only me, and so I have not been able to take care of the grass how it used to be done. I did just borrow some money, and I had sod ordered, so that will be taken care of. I think by the end of the day, it should be laid down. But I have been trying to keep up with the property, but as you can see, we scraped that. That is paint that's been scraped off. I've been working on it. We've done it on the side. We've repainted the front. We've actually had to remove the old paint, as all of that is our work of scraping, and we're painting the property. I had moved the bins to the back, but we do have seats that, we like to sit out front. And the rocks have also been crumbled and been removed.
Well, let me ask you this. So the city wants to give you 60 days to fix the paint and the landscaping. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right, the city wants to give you 15 days to store your garbage cans outside the area that's visible to the public and to remove what's left of your outside storage. I guess, what is that, auto parts?
Yeah, it's like construction debris on the side and like the boxes and stuff. So if she needs additional time, I have no objection to that, but.
How much time do you need to do that?
If you can give me the 30 days, everything should be done. Like I told you, sod will be laid out today, and we should be done painting within about a week or two.
All right, I'm going to give you 30 days for the outside storage and the garbage can placement. I'm going to give you 60 days for the paint and the landscaping, because sometimes things come up, and I want to make sure you have a sufficient time to get that done. All right, so in case CE 21040177, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of code sections 18103J and 18106K. I give the respondent 60 days to bring those sections into compliance, or a fine of $100 per day may issue. I further find the respondent in violation of 7434A1J and 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to bring those into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, ma'am. Good luck.
Ma'am, here's a copy of your order. Okay. Number 7510 18th Street, CE 21030581.
Good morning. Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. Oh. This property was cited March 30th.
Just 1 second. Didn't, we had a woman here for that, right?
No, she's here for 1025.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, property was cited March 30th of this year. Property was posted April 8th. Certified mail was sent out March 30th as well. Property was cited for 18162A, 2232A, 7434A1H, 944462, and 94482A. I've had contact with the property owner. At this time, the property has complied with 944462 and 94.
482A, the parking? She's complied with 944462 landscaping and then 94482A parking?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just talking about a rental license and a certificate of use? And the trash can placement? Do we want to just reschedule it?
Let me help you out. Is the rental license still in violation or not applied for?
It's not been applied for. I'm sorry. Oh, wow.
Honestly, why don't we just reset this? It doesn't seem like it's an emergency, and it might be a
No, it's
little
fine.
easier.
Okay, rental license and COU. Still, inspection is still needed for rental license and COU. 30 days or $200 per day. 7434A1H is still in violation. 10 days or $25 a day until compliance is achieved. I've had contact with the property owner. We actually had a inspection scheduled on Monday, but I don't know what happened. The tenants couldn't do it. So they complied with 944462 and 944482A.
Okay, so the parking and landscaping are done. The trash can, you want to give them 10 days, and the rental license, you want to give them 30 days?
30 days, $200 per day.
All right, just one quick question here. How do we know that there are tenants on the property? Have you met the tenants?
I haven't met the tenants, but the owner did confirm that there were tenants.
All right, and you're seeking $100 per day for each?
Sorry, I can't hear
A fine of $100 per day, is that what you're seeking?
No, $200 per day for the rental license and COU, and $25 for the garbage can. 10 days or $25 a day for the garbage can
Okay.
violation.
All right, in case, just for the record, is anyone here on behalf of the respondent? All right. In case CE 2103058 to make the following findings of fact and law, I find the property is, notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. Respondent has 30 days to bring that into compliance or a fine of $200 per day may issue. I find the property in violation of 7434A1H. Respondent has 10 days to bring that into compliance or a fine of $25 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 8, 1025 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, CE 210430304.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement, City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on April 14th. Certified mail was sent out April 15th. Property was posted April 20th. Property was cited for 1813B, 1813J, 1816A,
Enforcement Magistrate, the city would like to just reset this case and we'll hear it again next available hearing.
The guy for number 28, he didn't need to be here,
Okay.
so you don't have to call it already.
All right, I know.
Ma'am, the city wants to reset the case because as you can see, the officer is not well. Is that all right with you? All right, let's just reset this for the next hearing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you had to come in, ma'am.
It's case number 25-721 Upland Road, CE 21030493, number 25-721 Upland Road.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 721 Upland Road was cited on March 24th, 21. Certified mail was sent out on April 19th, 21, and the property was posted May 5th of 21. The violations were 18106A, clean and unsanitary condition, 18106B, excessive growth, 18106K, landscape maintenance, 34102A, junk or abandoned vehicle, and 94302A-4, wall repair. I have spoken with the owner. He is here today. I'm recommending 30 days for the landscape violations and 90 days for the vehicle and the fence repair.
Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Stephen Still?
And sir, you're the owner of this property?
Yes.
So the city says you've got some growth, landscape issues and sanitary issues and an abandoned vehicle and a broken concrete wall. Is that all accurate?
Yes.
All right. The city is offering to give you 30 days to bring the landscaping issues and the clean and sanitary into compliance, and 90 days for the wall and car. Is that sufficient amount of time for you to bring this into compliance, sir?
Okay, let's separate the two. Landscape, I believe that's on schedule. That should be achievable. I've done about 2/3 of it already, so I believe the rest of it can be accomplished in the 30 days. The wall gets complicated, and that's associated with getting the cars out of there. The car is like a ship in the bottle. It can't come out the driveway because the wall and on both sides has restricted the width of the driveway, such that the cars are stuck there until the wall gets repaired. The issue with the wall is all the repairs on the wall have to be in the neighbor's yard. Their yard has eroded and pushed the wall over, and tree roots have grown in there. They even have like the footers for their fence poured over where the wall belongs. And I've discussed with them various solutions to this, and about the only one that we kind of can both kind of agree on is setting the wall back where it came from, like standing it up. What I don't know is getting into this if I'm going to be able to accomplish this in 90 days, and I don't know if I'm going to have continued cooperation with the neighbor because it involves all the work on that side of the property. So the concern...
All right, so what I'll give you 120 days, and I'd ask you to remain in contact with the officer so you can update him on your progress. I mean, I can't just not, you know, I do appreciate the issue with neighbors, but I have to create some kind of definable time here for compliance. So I'll try and give you 120 days and see if you can figure it out.
Okay.
All right, in case CE 210309493, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 18106B, and 18106K. Respondent has 30 days to bring that into compliance, or fine of up to $100 per day may issue. As to 34102A and 94302A4, I find that also in violation. I give the respondent 120 days to bring that into compliance, or a fine of $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
I have a copy of your order here. Case number 67-215 Kent Terrace, CE 21040316, number 67-215 Kent Terrace.
Yep. Give me 1 second here. 67. You're welcome. All right, Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This repeat violent case is reference to an empty lot that had trash and debris on it. First observed this violation on April 14th. The notice of hearing or notice of violation for this case was issued via certified mail and posting on April 16th. After the notice of hearing was issued, I met with the property manager, Andrew, at the site. He had a lot cleaned. However, the respondent owned several empty lots in the immediate area, and more needs to be done to make sure that these lots continue to be cleaned, as it's a constant challenge to the code enforcement office to contact the respondent regarding the lots. The property manager stated he would explore ways to do so and better maintain the lots on a regular basis. The property was found in violation for 9 days and came into compliance on April 22nd. The property was found in violation on September 6, 2017. That's West Palm Beach Code Enforcement Case number CE 17080510 for the same code section. The city is asking for a $100 day fine for each day the property remained out of violation for a total of $900.
Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Lee Sutherland.
And what is your relationship with the owner?
I work in project management.
You work in,
Project management.
okay, so you work for a company that maintains these lots?
No, I work directly for the owner.
Yeah, you have to speak directly.
I work directly for the owner.
You work directly for the owner. Okay, so the city says that you were in violation for 9 days.
Yeah. Actually, I reviewed, after we spoke in the hallway, I just reviewed my photos from that day. We sent somebody on the 14th to go clean up that area as soon as a violation was notified. And they cleaned up all the debris. I have photos of that actually, and I forgot to mention that, but I think it was emailed to my supervisor, and I think he emailed it back over, and then you guys met on site later at a different date, and it changed from the violation of being about debris into like underbrush.
Yeah, that's correct. That's right. On the 14th, I first observed it. I called Andrew, the property manager. I've just met this gentleman this morning. Never spoke with him before. Andrew and I, the property manager, one of the property managers, Mr. Green has a couple different property managers that I meet with on a regular basis. And we went out on the lot on the 16th. We saw that, some more minor trash.
Like brush.
Came. On top of that, there was some palm fronds and some other vegetation that wasn't removed to begin with. The photos are in the file from the 16th.
Okay.
All right, so I'm slightly confused here. So are you trying to say the property was in compliance?
It was, the original violation was for debris, like trash and refuse, and that it's a dumping site for the neighborhood. People, they see these vacant lots as a place to dump furniture and mattresses and bags of trash. There's nobody from our company, nobody's going there and putting trash there. We use trash cans, but we go and clean it up as much as possible, and unfortunately, we don't know when people leave stuff there, and then when you guys find it, we go out as soon as possible, usually the same day, and do a pickup. And in this case, we went out on the 14th and did several pickups of all the bulk trash and lawn debris. We have a cleaning company, landscaping company that goes and does these lots, and they get any large landscaping items that they can pick up, branches, palm fronds. And so I just wanted to submit that information because we didn't talk about that, and I wasn't aware.
So you cleaned up the property on the 14th?
We did. Then I was notified that the original violation was about debris, and then it became more about underbrush. So we went back and did the underbrush as well.
Would that affect your timeline?
No, it wouldn't. And there's no question that somebody was out there between the 14th and 16th that picked up some mattresses and some clear visible, some of the larger items that are clearly trash that was dumped there. The issue was excessive dead vegetation, the palm fronds, some of that remained. So when I met Andrew out there on the 16th, I showed him I said, yeah, somebody was out here in the last couple of days, however, more needs to be done, and he agreed and said he'd get somebody right on it.
Yeah, it's, the pictures that I have from the 14th, they show the lot cleared for the 215 Kent Terrace. And the vegetation, that wasn't what we were aware of. That was the problem, because that's just a natural thing that happens. And we have that cleaned up like twice monthly with our landscaping company. But the
I'm getting
bulk
the feeling
trash
that
items
the city
is what,
isn't too happy with the maintenance job you guys are doing on the property, I guess is, that's the vibe
yeah,
I'm
it's
getting here.
I know there was a violation in 2017 and 2020. So there are a couple of years when it was not an issue, but it's just.
Can I also jump in here real quick, just for the record? Sir, you mentioned that you've been in contact with your supervisor. Is that Andrew, the property manager?
No, it's Alberto.
I'm sorry?
It's Alberto.
Oh, it's Alberto. And does the owner or Alberto know that you're here today on behalf of the case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just for fun, I came here.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm here. I checked for other violations that I'm responsible for, and this one, Andrew's out of town, so I came in here to talk to you guys. And I actually remember sending the truck over because it was my coworker Greg that went over and picked up the debris. So that's all. I just wanted to discuss that and see if that updated the timeline for the violations at all.
All right, this is what I'm going to do in this case. All right, I'm gonna fine your company $50 a day for the 9 days, which comes out to $450. But you guys gotta. I mean, the part of the central problem and what sort of makes the city unhappy, and I've been doing this long enough to see what makes them unhappy, is they don't want to be your property maintenance company, right? They don't want to have to go out to your property and let you know each time that there's a violation. They want you to take care of your property. They're not in the maintenance building. So I'm going to cut you a little slack because I think you've been pretty forthright with me today. But if this comes back, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, just wanted.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening and hearing. I was there yesterday cleaning up the property. I know it's time. The violation is closed for the window for the fines, but we went over and I noticed that the fire department has set up several cars on the city streets in between all the lots with they've crushed the trees like a hurricane preparedness program, and they do that like once a year on our property. So there's a considerable amount of trash that's in the street and fallen. It's cut down tree trunks and just debris that looks like a Category 4 hurricane went through. So that debris there's trash bags inside that. It's been blowing around on our property as well.
Yeah, I know to some extent that the accumulation of trash isn't necessarily your fault. You're not putting it on there, but fundamentally the legal requirement is that you guys maintain the property. So that's what I'm doing. Case CE 210400316. Make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I found the property in violation of 18106A and 2635 for 9 days at a fine of $50 per day for a total fine of $450.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, sir.
All right, thank you.
It's case number 3, 411 14th Street, CE 210400234, number 3, 411 14th.
So where are the cases where somebody hasn't signed in yet?
No, I think we're done. Yes, we're done.
Good morning, John Frosco, West Palm Beach Code. This property was declared a chronic nuisance on April 12th of 2021. Notice was posted and certified mail was sent on April 13th. Originally, I was summoned to this property by the West Palm Beach Police Department, as you can see in the photos. The current condition of this property is pretty bad. It's filthy, it's unsanitary. Conditions are untenable. There's bees in the rear of the property. It's open and unsecured.
Is there anyone living here?
Well, vagrants have kind of taken up their residence in it. However, recently the police got a no trespass affidavit. I have not heard from the owner of the property and not received an action plan, which they're in violation of. So notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent out on April 28th of 2021, and the property was posted.
Sent by certified mail to the property and the property address listing in the property appraiser's office?
Yes, sir.
And you received no response?
Pardon me?
And you received no response from the notice?
No response, sir. The city is requesting that you formally declare this property a chronic nuisance and enter a service order, allowing the city to abate through contract services, cutting, cleaning, board and secure, vermin, extermination, and all costs billed back to the owner of the property, including the code officer's time.
What were the previous citations on the property?
They were for overgrowth, paint, clean and sanitary, and garbage, debris.
How many times has this property been cited?
This is the first time that there was an adjudication, so there's one case prior to this of noncompliance. And the fines are currently running for that case. They're up to $13,500.
And you've seen no evidence that anyone is attempting to bring this property into compliance?
Nothing, sir. I was there yesterday, and it was so filthy, I stopped at the driveway because the smell was so bad.
All right, in case CE 210402334, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation. Code section 54403A. I hereby find a pattern of nuisance activity exists on the property. I affirm the city's declaration that the property is a chronic nuisance, and I hereby enter a chronic nuisance service order authorizing the city to perform any nuisance abatement services that are needed on the property and charge the cost of that abatement activity against the property owner.
Thank you.
Number 4744 Talladega Street, CE 210400101.
Good morning, Sonia Bin, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on April 5th. The notice of violation was posted on April 8th. Certified mail was sent on April 7th. The property was cited for 18106A, 34102A, 7434A, 1H, and 9471C. I have not made contact with the property owner. The property is still in violation of Code 34102A and 9471C, Code 18106A, and 7434A, 1H are now complied. The city is requesting additional 15 days to gain compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, so what's the trash and debris? Is that exercise bike?
Right, that one is compliant, as well as 18106A and 7434A, 1H is complied.
Oh, so those are compliant.
Right. And
So what's the issue left? Is it the junk or abandoned vehicle?
correct, so it's 34102A and 9471C is still out of compliance.
Okay, so that exercise bike is still there?
Yes. No,
No?
no.
So what's the remaining outdoor storage that they have?
So
to
the
remove?
remaining outdoor storage is plastic container. You could see right there is a tire rim. The front, it has bottles and boxes. And on the side of the property, plastic container boards on that side with the inoperable vehicle.
Okay. And that, I presume that's your junk or abandoned vehicle?
Yes,
That's still there?
yes.
All right, in case CE 210400101, we sent a notice by certified mail?
Yes, certified mail was sent on April 7th, and I also posted the property on April 8th.
Okay. I find notice is good and sufficient. I find the property in violation of 34102A and 9471C. Respondent has 15 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 4115 San Marino Boulevard, 202 CE 210300186.
I'm guessing you're here to talk to me about a rental license.
Yes, sir. I'm the one that brings it before you. Okay, Kevin Levine, City of West Palm Code. This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was signed for on 3/15/21. The property was posted on 3/24/21. Occupancy was verified by management. The lease for this particular unit expires July 31st, 2021. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
So notice was from by posting and certified mail,
Yes, sir.
and management verified that the property is being leased,
Yes, sir.
and they actually have a lease.
Expires 7/31/21.
Okay. No response from the owner.
None whatsoever.
Is the owner Meat and Brick?
Yes, sir. LLC.
Fascinating. All right, in case CE 210300186, I make the following findings of fact and life. I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. Respondent has 30 days to bring the property in compliance or fine of $200 per day may issue.
Number 6, 4211 San Marino Boulevard, 203, CE 210300250.
This property was cited for failure to renew its rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 3/24/21. The property was posted on 3/24/21. Occupancy of the unit was verified by property management. The lease for this particular unit expires 9/30/2021. The city is requesting 10 days to come into compliance or $100 a day thereafter.
So this had a previous rental license that has since expired?
It's delinquent.
Yeah, so they haven't renewed it?
No, sir.
And management verified that there are tenants living on the property?
Yes, sir, and the lease expires September 30th.
All right. All right, in case, I guess the certified mail was returned, I guess is the...
Certified mail was returned and the property was posted on 3/24.
Any contact with the tenants?
No, sir.
All right, in case CE 210300250, I make the following findings, fact and life. I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. Respondent has 10 days to come to compliance or a fine of $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 9, Freshwater Lakes Drive, CE 210409191.
Good morning.
Good morning, Officer Cartwright.
How are you? Officer Phil Cartwright, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property at Freshwater Lakes Drive was originally cited on April 22nd of 2021 for excessive overgrowth, landscape maintenance, failure to comply, hurricane hazard, and obstruction of right-of-way. Service was achieved by certified mail. The property was posted on April 22nd of 2021, as well as City Hall. All violations are still current. The city is asking that the property come into compliance within 7 days or abatement.
All right, so let's talk about these. So I presume the excessive growth is those trees in the back there?
That is correct, sir.
What is that? Is that a swing set?
Yes, sir, that is.
Is it in disrepair?
Yes, the swing set wasn't part of the violation, but it's been removed. It's just something that they sat there, so. But it is no longer there currently right now.
What's the landscape maintenance concern?
Landscape maintenance is just basic care of that particular parcel, making sure that it's clear of trash and debris and kept well at all times.
Okay, so the hurricane hazard you're concerned about is what, the trees?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
And what is the obstruction of the right-of-way? Is that tree again?
The overhead of the lower canopy hanging down over the sidewalk makes it difficult for people to come through.
This is a vacant lot?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Have you had any contact with the owner, Anthony Brown?
No, sir, no contact.
That is one enormous tree. So tell me, since you're seeking an abatement, you're making an argument that there's a health safety issue here. Can you tell me what that is?
To the back of the property, Monique, if you can go back to that picture you had before. One more. Right there. To the back of the property in that area there, they found a family of raccoons that were trapped. So they're not sure if they got them all, but they did pull out 4 of them.
So that area has become habitat for vermin?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. And notice by certified mail?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Was that returned? Did they,
Can you pull that up? Yeah, they
it's
signed
delivered?
for it.
Okay. Delivered and signed. And no contact from anyone, huh?
No, sir, not at all.
Okay. In case CE 210409191, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18106B, 18106K, 18215B, 7404C1, and 781. I make further finding that condition of the property constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach, or the respondent to come into compliance within 7 days. In the absence of a compliance, I hereby authorize the city of West Palm Beach to enter property and abate any and all violations. Hereby assess the cost of said abatement against the property and property owner.
Number 10, 1019 Freshwater Lakes Drive, CE 210404454.
Officer Phil Cartwright, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property at 1119 Freshwater Lakes Drive was originally cited on April 22nd of 2021 for clean and sanitary conditions, landscaped areas needing sod, and outdoor storage. Service was achieved by certified mail. The property was posted on April 22nd of 2021, as well as City Hall. All violations are still current. The city is asking that the property come into compliance within 7 days or $100 per day thereafter.
Where's the trash and debris?
Scattered all throughout the yard.
Yeah, I can see where you need sod.
The outdoor storage is basically the stuff that they have sitting in the front.
So that's that pile of stuff there.
That is correct, sir.
How long did you want to give them?
7 days.
I'm sorry?
7 days.
7 days?
Yes, sir.
Any contact with the owner?
No, sir.
And you said you sent certified mail and posting?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't recall you saying that. I'm going to give him 10 days just because, you know, the way the mail works these days. But in case CE 210404454, make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18106A, 94442C1, and 9471C. Respondent has 10 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of up to, what were you asking for?
$100 per day.
Up to $100 per day, Mayor.
Number 11, 815 4th Street, CE 210405538.
Officer Phil Cartwright, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property at 815 4th Street was originally cited on April 26 of 2021 for clean and sanitary conditions, excessive overgrowth, inoperable vehicle, landscaped areas needing grass. Service was achieved by certified mail. The property was posted on April 26th of 2021, as well as City Hall. All violations are still current. The city is asking that the property come into compliance within 7 days.
Officer Cartwright, I hate to insert. I want to go back to the previous case, CE 2104054.
Okay.
10 days doesn't seem like enough time to sod. I want to give, I'm going to correct that order. Sorry. I'll do this on the fly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
In case CE 210404454, as to 18106A and 9471C, 10 days, or up to $100 per day. As to the sodding, 94442C1, I want to give them 30 days, or a fine of up to $100 per day. All right, sorry. All right, sorry.
The property was posted on April 26th of 2021, as well as City Hall. All violations are still current. The city is asking that the property come into compliance within 7 days or $100 per day thereafter.
Can you describe the clean and sanitary issue?
The clean and sanitary issues are basically
Okay,
that, trash is on the side. I did have contact with the owner that did tell me that he was going to rectify all of this. way before the hearing, which was probably about 2 weeks ago. But since then, I have not had any contact with him at all.
When's the last time you were out there? Did he rectify it?
No, sir. I drove by this morning. The property is still in the same condition.
So he did not. What's the excessive growth?
That ficus
tree?
tree that's leaning up against the building in the front.
And I guess that black Nissan is not licensed?
No, sir. He did run the plate. Apparently, I guess the car was used in some sort of other activity. He was supposed to have it towed, but didn't have it towed. So it's still in the same place.
And you definitely need some landscaping, grass there, right? My inclination is to do the same as I did in the last case, to give him a little more time on the sodding and landscaping. Does that work for you?
Instead of the 30, can we give him 15? The only reason that I say that is because the surface area of what needs to be sodded is a lot
It's
smaller.
pretty, yeah, that's a fair point. All right, in case CE 2104053, I had to make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 18106B, 34102B. As to those sections, I give the respondent 10 days to bring those into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue. I further find the property in violation of 94442C1. I give the respondent 15 days to bring that into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what was it for the last one? 94 is 15 days?
15 days, yeah.
Instead of the 10 days for the others?
Yep.
Number 12, 307 South Sequoia Drive, CE 210300617.
City of West Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited March the 31st. Certified mail was sent April 2nd. City Hall was posted April 28th. This property was cited for 82-144, 105-1, 94-302A-3, 94-302A-4, and 34-102A. Compliant violations are 34-102A, 94-32A-3, 94-302A4, and 82-144. Remaining violations are 104.1. The city is requesting 60 days or $100 per day after, just because it's been taking a while for the permits to begin to get processed through.
So the only only violation remaining is 105.1, which is the building permit?
Yeah, for the front door that they replaced.
And you want to give them how long?
60 days.
I assume you've had contact with the owner if they brought everything
I
else?
spoke to her yesterday, and the permit's been submitted. I know right now it's taking a while for them to get out and do all the stuff, so 60 days would be enough time.
And what fine are you looking for?
$100 per day after.
All right, in case CE 210300617, I make the following findings of fact and law. Find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 105.1. Respondent has 60 days to bring the property in compliance, or fine of $100 per day may issue.
Number 13, 512 50th Street, CE 210400016.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited April the 1st. Certified mail was sent April the 2nd. City Hall was posted April the 28th. This property was cited for 82-144. Remaining violations are 82-144. The city is requesting a one-time fine of $250.
So the city is citing them for operating a business without a business tax receipt?
Yes, sir.
What business are they operating?
She's renting the unit. One of the units is being rented. I spoke to her yesterday. As of yesterday, she did finally pay for the rental license. She just has to call me back to set up an inspection.
Okay, in case CE 210400016, make the following findings of fact and law. Find notice is sufficient. Find the property in violation of 82-144. Issue one-time fine, the amount of $250.
Number 14, 9901 Baywinds Drive, 3201, CE 210400062.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited April the 2nd. Certified mail was sent April the 6th. Certified mail was received on April the 9th. This property was cited for 82-144. Remaining violations are 82-144. This is requesting a one-time fine of the $250. I've had no correspondence with the homeowner. Only the tenant I spoke with her just to make sure it wasn't a business that she was running or anything like that, but I haven't heard back from the owners yet.
So this is another rental business that,
Yep.
all right, in case CE 210400062, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 82144, issue a one-time fine in the amount of $250.
Number 15, 703 42nd Street, CE 210400168.
Good morning, Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property is 703 42nd Street, was cited on April 7th, 21. Notice of violation in City Hall was posted on 4/7/21. Property was cited for outdoor storage and trash can placement. As of yesterday, I have not made contact with the homeowner. City is requesting an additional 10 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
All right, well, I certainly see the trash can. Yeah, okay. I don't even have any questions to ask you there. All right, case CE 210400168, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 7434A1J and 9471C. Respondent has 10 days to bring the property in compliance, or fine of $100 per day, Mission.
Number 16, 631 46th Street, CE 210400172.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 631 46th Street was cited on April 7th, 21. Notice of violation in City Hall was posted on 4/7/21. Certified mail was also sent on 4/7/21. Property was cited for overgrowth in the soil cleaning, and trash can placement. As of yesterday, the property is still not in compliance. I did make contact with a homeowner who I don't believe is making any effort to get this done. City is requesting additional 10 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
I think I see the excessive growth. What's the clean and sanitary issue?
There's a lot of trash, like in the swale.
And the garbage can is visible from the street?
Yes.
Doesn't look like they've done very much maintenance here at all, huh?
No.
Is that a lawn maintenance truck out front? What was that picture? That was weird. Can we go back 2 pictures? Not that one.
I think the gentleman that lives there, he may work for a lawn maintenance company. I believe so.
Yeah, that's odd, because it doesn't look like there's any lawn maintenance going on there. So you're seeking 10 days or $100 per day?
Yes.
All right, in case CE 210400172, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, find the property in violation of 18106A, 18106B, 7434A1J, and 744C5. Respondent has 10 days to bring the property in compliance, or fine of up to $100 per day, may issue.
Number 17, 513 47th Street, CE 210400408.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 513 47 was cited on April 20th, 21. Notice of violation, City Hall was posted on April 20th, 21. Certified mail was also sent on April 20th, 21. Property was cited for outdoor storage. As of yesterday, the property is still not in compliance. I have spoken to the property manager, who stated she was going to get it cleaned up, and it wasn't. City is requesting additional 10 days to come to compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
So is the outdoor storage that pile in front of the stairs there?
Yes.
All right, in case CE 210404008, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient, find the property in violation of 9471C. Respondent has 10 days to bring the property in compliance or fine of up to $100 per day issue.
Thank you.
Number 19, 838 45th Street. Actually, no, we're going to continue that for a little bit. Number 22, 828 Ardmore Road, Tiffany Lynn Barry, CE 21020210, number 22.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 828 Ardmore Road, cited for 82-144, business tax receipt. I actually cited this property on February 12th, 21, certified mail sent out and received March 25th of 21, and the property was posted May 5th of 21. No contact with the owner of the business, so I'm requesting 10 days to comply or $100 a day after that.
So they had an existing business tax receipt for a rental business, I presume?
It's not a rental, it's a lawyer who has a personal business.
Oh, it's a lawyer.
Yes.
Have you had any contact with them?
None at all. The previous one expired and they didn't renew it, and no contact with them.
You clearly posted the property. It's odd that they didn't respond.
I agree.
All right, case CE 210202210, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. Find the property in violation of 82-144. Give the respondent 10 days to come into compliance or fine of $100 per day issue.
Magistrate, if I can just, I don't know if it makes a difference. FloridaBar.org shows Tiffany Lynn Barry at 1016 Clare Avenue, Suite 5.
I think maybe you should postpone this one until you figure out if she's actually still working there.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
For the record, in case CE 210202210, going to withdraw the previous order and take no action on this case.
Number 23, 1125 Upland Road, CE 210300398.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 1125 Upland Road, cited for 18106A, clean and unsanitary condition. 34102-A, which is junk or abandoned vehicle, and 18106B, excessive growth. Actually cited the property March 18th of 21, certified mail received April 12th of 21, and I posted May 4th of 21. No contact with the owner of the property. My recommendation is 30 days to comply or $100 a day after that.
Are both those vehicles being cited as junk or abandoned
No,
vehicles?
the one on the street is not, but I'm going to recommend that they move it off the roadway. But the one in the driveway there.
That one,
yes.
the Mercedes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why is that one junk or abandoned?
It has flat tires and expired tag.
What's the clean and sanitary issue?
All over the property, you see trash, debris, and landscape all over the property there. See that stuff there? All over.
And what's the remedy you're seeking?
I'm sorry?
How many days?
30 days.
Or how much?
Yes.
And what's the fine you're seeking?
$100 a day.
And you said you had no contact?
No contact.
All right, in case CE 2103039A, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 34102A, 18106B. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or fine up to $100 per day may issue.
Number 24, 2028 Dock Street, CE 210300420.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 2028 Dock Street, cited for 34-102A, was it the junk and abandoned vehicle. I cited the property March 19th, 2021, Certified mail sent and received April 12th of 21, properly posted May 4th of 21. The owner of the property did make contact with her. It's a tenant that's there that's refused to remove the vehicle. So we decided to give her 30 days to have it taken care of, or a fine of $50 per day after that.
The vehicle in question is that brown car?
Yeah, Well, now it's on the cover, but yeah. Should be a previous picture.
The one on the right-hand side there?
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't have a current license, it's not operable?
Correct.
All right, in case CE 2103042, I make the following findings of fact in law. If I notice sufficient, I find the property in violation of 34102A. Give the respondent 30 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of up to $50 per day, Measure.
Number 26, 940 Ardmore Road, CE 210309597.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 940 Ardmore Road, cited for 94-451-A-4, which is artificial turf. Cited the property on March 31st, 2021. Certified mail was sent out same day, March 31st, 21, and the property was posted May 4th of 21. No contact with the owner, so I'm recommending 30 days to comply or $100 a day after that.
(94-451A4) prohibits the use of artificial turf?
Correct, in the front of the property, yes.
You think somebody would check that before they installed it, huh?
Beautiful.
Well, it's very green.
It is.
Have you had no contact with the owner?
No.
And they put it in the swale too, huh?
It did, yeah.
That must have been a fair amount of work.
I'm sure it's costly.
And you want to give them 30 days or
100.
Oh, goodness. And nothing from the owner, huh?
Not a word.
That's an odd one. All right. In case CE 210300597, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 94-451A4. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 27, 3627 Townhouse Court, CE 210400144.
Good morning. Ray Leung, City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 3627 Townhouse Court was initially cited on 4/6 of 21 with the notice of violation posted at the property in City Hall on 4/8/21. Certified mail was sent the previous day on 4/7 of 21. Property was cited for 18103J, exterior paint, and 94302A4, fence repair. Contact has been made with the owner, who did request more time. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 45 days to come into compliance, or $150 per day until compliance is achieved.
I'm sorry, how much of a fine were you seeking?
$150 for 45 additional days. A permit is required for the fence.
Are they going to repair that or just put up a new fence? Or did they say? No, well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the owner actually stated that he wants to replace the entire fence. That's why the 45 for the permit.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right, in case CE 210400144, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient on the property in violation of 18103J and 94302A4, respondent has 45 days to bring the property in compliance, a fine of $150 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 28, 2708 North Australian Avenue, CE 210400265.
Ray Leung, City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 2708 North Australian Avenue was initially cited on 4/13 of 21 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 4/15/21. Certified mail was sent the previous day, 4/14 of 21. The property was cited for 944462B3, 944462C3, 2635B, and 7434A2D. Contact has been made with the owner, who did comply all code sections with the exception of 7434A2D, the enclosure. The property replaced all of the trees with ones approved by the city's arborist. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 45 days to come into compliance with the remaining code section, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. You'll need a permit for that enclosure.
Well, what's the issue with the commercial enclosure?
He needs one around the dumpster. One doesn't exist.
And how many days did you want to give them?
45 days since a permit is required, or $100 per day.
And everything else is in compliance?
Yep, all trees were replaced with approved trees from the city's arborist.
Ray, is the irreparable violation on the commercial enclosure, or was it on the trees?
The irreparable violation was on the trees.
I bet.
Yeah, but they were replaced, so we're going to scratch that as well. Thank you.
That is a classic hat rack right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Mhm. And that was prior to them being totally removed. Two of the photos should show new trees being planted toward the end.
All right, in case CE 210400265, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 7434A2D. Respondent has 45 days to bring the property in compliance or fine of $100 per day. Measure.
Thank you.
Number 29 is complied, 2708 North Australian Avenue. Number 11, CE 210400362. Number 30, 2708 North Australian Avenue. Number 12, Progressive Beauty Salon, CE 210400364.
Rayleigh, Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 2708 North Australian Avenue, number 12, was initially cited on 4/16 of 21, with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 4/23/21. Certified mail was sent on 4/19/21. Property was cited for 82-144, 2232A, 105.1, and FBC 110.3. Contact has been made with the owner, who did comply with code sections 82-144 and 2232A, the BTR required, and the COU. All other sections remain. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 45 days to come into compliance with the remaining code sections, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. A permit is required for the signage.
So the issue remaining is that the city wants them to obtain a sign permit?
Correct, for the, correct, on the glass, they need a permit as per city code.
What is the FBC 110.3?
That's the inspections are required to be completed after the permit is obtained.
And you've had contact with the owner here?
Yep, the owner actually paid all of the business tax receipt dues and is just applying, is in the progress of applying for a permit for the signage.
45 days is a sufficient amount of time to accomplish this?
45 days should be more than enough time, or
All right.
$100 per day.
All right, in case CE 210400364, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 105.1 and FPC 110.3. Respondent has 45 days to come into compliance or a fine of $100 per day. Measure.
Thank you.
Number 31 is complied, 3031 Windsor Avenue, CE 210400510. Number 32, 1020 McIntosh Street, CE 210400349.
Good morning. Richard Pasminos, Code Enforcement, City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on April 15th. Certified mail was sent out April 16th. In addition, the City Hall and property were posted on May 3rd. This property was cited for fence/wall maintenance. I've had no contact from anyone from the property. As of today, some sections of the fence have been replaced. There are still some missing, and the condition of the fence is still in disrepair. It needs maintenance. It needs to be at least pressure washed or cleaned. The city's recommending 30 additional days be given or a fine of $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
You said you had no contact with the owner?
Correct.
Service was accomplished through posting and certified mail?
Correct.
Is that a mattress?
Yeah, that was a different issue.
All right, case CE 210400349, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 94302A4, respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of $100 per day may issue.
Number 33, 941 McIntosh Street, CE 210400355.
Richard Pasmino, Code Enforcement, City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on April 15th. Certified mail was sent April 16th, received April 19th. The property and City Hall were posted on May 3rd. This property was cited for failure to secure building permit for a second paver driveway that was constructed without a permit, clean and sanitary condition, trash can in public view, landscape maintenance, outdoor storage, and multiple expired permits. I've been in contact with a contractor who obtains permits for the owner. As of today, the code section 105.1 and 105.4.1.3 remain. That's for the expired permits and for the failure to secure building permit for the second driveway. The permit has been applied for the second driveway, but the contractor is asking for additional time to get all the other permits closed out. All the other violations are complied. The property has been cleaned up, and it looks good. The city is recommending 60 additional days be given for the last two sections, or the city's asking for a $100 a day fine until compliance is achieved.
So the city is 105.1 and 105.4.1.3 are the remaining sections?
Yes.
And this is just involving the construction of that second driveway?
Yeah, the construction of the second driveway and getting the expired permits closed out. I think there are, let me see, there are 6 permits that need to be closed out.
Okay, in case CE 210400355, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 105.1 and FPC 105.4.1.3, respondent has 60 days to come in compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 34 was complied. 1017 Summit Boulevard, CE 210400429. Number 35 is complied. 350 Puritan Road, CE 210400461. Number 36 is complied. 4000 South Dixie Highway, CE 210400516. Number 37 is complied. 1745th Street, CE 2103029 Sage Showcase Salon. Number 38 is complied. 106 South Robbins Drive, CE 210300301. Number 39 is complied. 106 South Robbins Drive, CE 210300302. Number 40 is complied. 106 South Robbins Drive, CE 210300303. Number 41, 1645 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, CE 210300305. Ingrid Castillo, LLC.
Good morning. Officer Williams, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This property was cited on March 12th, 21. A certified mail was sent out March 15th, 21. That was returned on March 30th. The property was hand-delivered as well as City Hall posted on May 7th, 2021. To date, I've had contact with the owner who confirmed that the business is still in operation. They were cited for 22-32-A and 82-144, the business tax being delinquent. City is asking for a one-time fine of $250 on the 82-144 and for 22-32-A, 30 days to bring that into compliance or $100 a day thereafter.
What kind of business is operating on the property?
I don't know what type of business. It's just in the name of the person, Ingrid Castillo, LLC, is the name of the business.
And you confirm that the business is in fact operating on this property?
Yes, I spoke to Ms. Castillo herself, and she confirmed that it is still in operation.
Did you say why she hasn't paid her business tax?
She just kept saying because of COVID, she hadn't gotten around to it. So I just let her know that, that needed to be taken care of, so.
All right, in case CE 21030-305, I make the following findings of fact and law. The notice is sufficient, the property in violation of 2232A. Give the respondent 30 days to come into compliance as of that, or one time, or subject to a daily fine of $100 per day after. As to 82144, I find violation there and issue a one-time fine in the amount of $250.
Number 42, 7795 Pine Island Way, CE 210304444.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. The property at 7795 Pine Island Way was cited for inoperative junk vehicle. Property was posted April 9th. Certified mail was sent April 9th. Certified mail was received April 12th. I was finally able to make contact with the property owner yesterday. I stated to him that the vehicle cannot be stored on the property in the condition that it is. He attempted to hide the violation with a car cover. I told him that could not happen. The vehicle needs to be either repaired with a proper tag or removed from premises. He did state at that time that he needed an additional 25 days to repair the vehicle and get a proper tag on it. With that being said, city is recommending 25 days to come into compliance or $50 a day until compliance is achieved.
Why don't we just give them the 30?
Excuse me?
Why don't we just give them 30 days? It's pretty standard in these cases.
I have no issues with that because he did register the Porsche, so he is making an effort.
All right, case CE 210304444, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 34102A, respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or fine of up to $50 per day may issue.
Number 43, 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, 112, Allure Massage, CE 210400030.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 2nd, the property at 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, Unit 112, was cited for business tax receipt and certificate of use. Business was posted April 13th. Certified mail was sent April 6th. Certified mail was received April 9th. I did make contact with the business owner at the time of posting. I offered an application to be submitted to the City of West Palm. And as of today, no action has been taken. With that being said, the city's recommending 30 days to come into compliance or a one-time fine of $250 for the business tax receipt and $100 a day for the COU.
So presumably, I guess this is Allure Massage?
Yes, it is a massage.
They're still in operation?
Yes, sir. I've visited it myself. I tried to assist in getting this done, but business owner has taken no action.
Was there a previous business tax or certificate of use here, or did it expire, or they just never had one?
It was not submitted properly when they did submit it, and I reached out to them to let them know that one has since been closed, so they need to apply for a new one.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much sense to me to bifurcate here. We might as well just do 30 days for both and put a fine.
Yes.
In case CE 210400030, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 2232A and 82144. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of $250 per day. May I issue?
Number 44, 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, 201 Cunningham and Cunningham, CE 210400044.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 2nd, the business at 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, Suite 201, was cited for business tax receipt and certificate of use. Business was posted April 13th. Certified mail was sent April 6th. Certified mail was received April 8th. I have since had no contact with the business owner. City is recommending 30 days to come into compliance, or a one-time fine of $250 and $100 a day on the certificate of use.
You want to check the bar and see if they're still there?
Yeah, it didn't even dawn on me. I usually do that. But I mean, it's been there for years.
Okay, this one is a weird one. FloridaBar.org shows Thomas J. Cunningham Jr. at this address and suite number under TJ Cunningham, PA. That's FloridaBar.org. Sunbiz.org shows Cunningham and Cunningham as administratively dissolved as of September 2012 at this address. But again, Florida Bar does show that he is, and he's a member in good standing, and it does show that he's at this address and this suite number.
You said the Sunbiz is dissolved?
Sunbiz shows Cunningham and Cunningham dissolved.
Okay.
But Florida Bar shows that this lawyer is there with a law firm.
To me, that's enough evidence.
I believe that's enough evidence.
Yeah.
So there is a lawyer named Cunningham that's operating from 201.
Correct.
Yes.
And there is no certificate of use or business tax receipt for a business in that suite on that property, whether it's in the name of Cunningham and Cunningham or just
I think what happened here, that when it was dissolved, they closed the license that was there, but they do not have an existing license as we speak. So we do not.
But there is no license for Cunningham to operate a business in that.
No.
Okay. And you've had no contact with.
None so far.
And you posted it on his door?
I sure did.
And we do have an ordinance section that, indicates, and I don't know what the ordinance section number is off the top of my head, I can find it, that indicates if you're holding yourself out, or there's evidence that you're holding yourself out as operating a business there.
And you believe that the listing in the Florida Bar is sufficient to?
Yep.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Further strengthens my case.
It's just odd to me that a lawyer wouldn't respond to this,
I'm shocked, but I mean, the thing is, it's been here for years. I know it's been there for years.
I mean, he may be holding himself out under Cunningham and Cunningham.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, whether he is or he isn't, whether he's doing it individually or as Cunningham and Cunningham, which are that's for the Florida Bar to get to, whether or not you can do that. That's I'm not going to decide things not before me. But whether he is or he's not, if he's operating a business from that location, he needs a receipt of some kind. He's going to need a certificate of use and a business tax receipt, no matter what the name of the firm is, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So
as long as he's advertising it.
Yeah. So all right. So this is what we're doing. CE 210400044. Made the following findings of fact on law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 2232A and 82144. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of $250 per day. May I issue?
Number 45, 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, 208 Victory Taxes, CE 210400055.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 1st, the property at 1897 Palm Beach Lakes, Unit 208, was cited for business tax receipt and certificate of use. Business was posted April 19th. Certified mail was sent April 14th. Certified mail was received April 15th. I did make contact with the business owner on April 23rd. I explained what needed to be done to get the business into compliance. As of this morning, no action has been taken on the business owner's part. With that being said, city is recommending 30 days to come into compliance, or a one-time fine of $250 and $100 a day on the certificate of use.
So it's a tax business that doesn't have a tax receipt.
Ain't that funny?
And this is, again, not an expired one, this is just,
No, this is a new business. The old business that was there, that's on the kiosk, because some of that stuff on that kiosk is incorrect. So he's new. It's a fresh face. But I mean, I spoke to him. I told him exactly what to do to get it done. And as of this morning, no action has been taken.
all right, in case CE 210400055, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice sufficient to find the property in violation of 2232A and 82144, respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $250 per day, may issue.
Number 46, 1896 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, 215, Parodontics of the Palm Beaches, CE 210400075.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 1st, the business at 1897 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, Unit 215, was cited for a business tax receipt and certificate of use. Business was posted April 13th. Certified mail was sent April 6th. Certified mail was received April 8th. At the time of posting, I did make contact with the office manager. I outlined what needed to be done to get the business into compliance. I'm still waiting to get a response from her and an application submitted. So with that being said, city is recommending 30 days to come into compliance, or a one-time fine of $250 and $100 a day on the COU.
Is this another one where they had one and it expired, or they just never had one?
This one here, what happened is, it looks like when they first opened, they got one for one of the dentists, but never got one for the location itself. So what they've been doing is just constantly renewing the dentist license, but never got one for the location itself. I'm still trying to get in contact with the office manager to explain what's going on here, but it seems like she only works on certain days.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just confusion on their part, because I think they have one, but in reality, it's for the dentist, not the location.
When was this first noticed?
When I swept the property. That's why you get so many from that location.
Well, I mean, when did you notice them about this?
April 1st.
All right, in case CE 210400075, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, find the property in violation of code sections 2232A and 82144. As to 2232A, 30 days or $100 per day. As to 82144, one-time fine of $250 after 30 days.
Number 47, 7793 Pine Island Way, CE 210400199.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 8th, the property at 7793 Pine Island Way was cited for junk in an operative vehicle. The property was posted April 9th. Certified mail was sent April 9th. Certified mail was received April 12th. This is the same gentleman I spoke with 7795. He stated that he needed 25 days to either get the vehicle repaired or removed from the premises. The tag has since been renewed, so the tag is good. It's just that it needs to be repaired for it to remain in the driveway. With that being said, city's recommending 25 days to come into compliance or $50 a day until compliance is achieved.
So it's registered, but it's still not operable?
No, I mean, the windshield is totally destroyed. He's gonna make an attempt to repair it, so I want to give him that opportunity to do so.
So you want to give him 30 days?
That's fine, 30 days is awesome.
All right, in case CE 210400199, make the following findings of fact on the life. I notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 34102A. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of $50 per day, Mish.
Number 48, 5070 Ashley River Road, CE 210400589.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On April 27th, the property at 5070 Ashley River Road was cited for trash can placement in view of public. Property was posted April 30th. Certified mail was sent April 29th. Certified mail was received May 1st. It's been like a carousel with this property. He'll bring the trash can in, then he'll leave it out. He'll bring it in, then he'll leave it out. I did have a conversation with them, letting them know that the trash can must be picked up in a timely fashion. So with that being said, the city is recommending a finding of fact on this particular violation.
So they move it back, is what you're saying?
I mean, there's a garage right there where it's supposed to be stored. So, I mean, they pick it up one week, next week it'll be out. They'll pick it up next week, following week it'll be out. So I'm just trying to get them to follow the rules and just pull it into the garage.
All right, in case...
See, the funny thing about this, Magistrate, I want to get this on record. There is a spot built just for the garbage can in these garages. So that's why I'm trying to get everyone to understand to pull the garbage cans in a timely fashion, because you'll have somewhere to store it.
So they just sort of leave it out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, the thing is you got to walk past to go to your door. So, come on.
All right, in case CE 210400589, make a finding of fact that the property has been in violation of Code Section 7434A1J.
Thank you.
Number 49 is complied, 695 South Olive Avenue, CE 210405554. Number 50 is complied, 534 Clematis Street, CE 210400581. Number 51 is complied, 540 Clematis Street, CE 210400582. Number 52, 1201 Alpha Street, CE 210500054.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1201 Alpha Street was initially cited on 5/6/21. Certified mail was sent on 5/7/21. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. City Hall, as well as the property, was posted on 5/7/21. Property was cited for 94-482-A parking requirements, parking of vehicles onto unapproved areas, more specifically the grass and in the swell areas. And the property is also cited for 94-487-B-5 screening of restricted vehicles. As of last evening, they are still parking trailers out front and also in the swell area. I did speak to the tenant at the property on last evening. He stated that he was going to start parking the restricted vehicles behind the privacy fence. They actually have a nice privacy fence there. They just need to park it behind the privacy fence, and it's a non-issue. So the tenant is aware of it. Again, we do have certified signed mail receipt on file. In light of that, the city's requesting 10 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $150 per day be imposed.
So it's just this food cart, is that it?
Right, yes, it is.
And they just have to park it behind their fence?
Right. I'm thinking perhaps they're getting in late and and they just don't take, the additional time to just literally open up the gate and park it behind the privacy fence. It's literally just that simple.
All right, CE 210500054, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. Find the property in violation of 9442A, 9447B5. Respondent has 10 days to come into compliance or fine of up to $150 per day. Measure.
I'm sorry, what is the fine?
$150.
Number 53 is complied. 1215 Wellington Street, CE 210500055. Number 54, 1225 Wellington Street A, CE 210500056.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1225 Wellington Street was initially cited on 5621. Certified mail was sent on 5721. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. Property as well as City Hall was posted on 5721. Property was cited for 18106A, clean and sanitary conditions, 34-102A, junk and inoperable vehicles on the property, 74-34-A-1-J, garbage can placement, 78-1, obstruction of the public right-of-way, 94-482A, parking requirements, parking of vehicles on grass, and also 94-71-C, outdoor storage. As of last evening, the following code sections have complied. 78-1, obstruction of the right-of-way, specifically the sidewalk. There was a vehicle blocking the sidewalk. That vehicle has been removed from the property. And 94-482-A, I did not observe any vehicles being parked on the grass. That said, all other code sections still remain. The city, I did see some attempt to clean up the property to some extent. However, they still need to do some more work. There still was one remaining vehicle on the property that had tires that were grossly underinflated with no license plate. The garbage can still being maintained out in public view, and there still is some outdoor storage. So in light of that, the city's requesting 20 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $100 per day be imposed.
Any contact with the respondent?
No contact whatsoever.
But there is some evidence that they're trying.
Right.
All right, in case CE 210500056, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 34102A, and 7434A1J, and 9471C. Respondent has 20 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $100 per day. Measure.
Number 55 is complied. 1307 Worthington Street, CE 210500057. Number 56, 1315 Worthington Street, CE 210500058.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1315 Worthington Street was initially cited on 5621. Certified mail was sent on 5721. Certified mail. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. Property as well as City Hall was posted on 5721. Property was cited for 18106A, clean and sanitary conditions, 94-302-A-4, fence and disrepair, and 94-71-C, outdoor storage. As of last evening, the following code sections have complied: 94-302-A-4. The other two code sections do remain. I had spoken to the owner of the property on at least 2 occasions. He was diligently calling to advise that he is aware of the notice of violation and that he wants to bring the property into compliance. He indicated he had recently purchased the property and was in process of correcting numerous violations. He did indicate that that as of yesterday he would have the property complied, but it wasn't. So in light of the efforts that he's put forth, the city would like to give him 14 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $100 per day be imposed.
The outstanding issues are clean and sanitary and the outdoor storage?
Right.
Okay. And what fine were you seeking?
14 days or a fine of $100 per day be imposed.
All right, in case CE 2105005A, to make the following findings of fact on law, I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 9471C. Respondent has 14 days to bring the property in compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 57, 618 27th Street, CE 210303554.
All right, Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case in reference to a single-family property that was issued notice of violation for a house in need of painting and cleaning, trash and debris on the property, particularly in the carport area, an inoperable vehicle on the property, and weeds and overgrowth on the swale. The notice of violation was issued via certified mail-in posting on March 19th and gave the respondent 30 days to clean and paint the exterior, remove the trash and debris, weeds and overgrowth, and to make the vehicle operable or remove the vehicle. I have not heard from the respondent. As of today, the property is in compliance with Code Sections 18103J. The house has been cleaned and painted. And 7894C, the weeds and overgrowth in the swale have been removed. The property remains in violation of 18106A. Debris still remains in the carport area, and 34102A. There was originally a blue van that was inoperable on the property. Then it was replaced by a red pickup truck that's inoperable on the property. The city's asking for compliance within 30 days, or $100 a day fine be assessed.
So that red truck and the clean and sanitary, there's, what is that, the debris in the carport?
Right. It's hard to see from the street area, and there is a fence, so a gate that's locked, so I can't go back behind there. But when you're there, behind there, that little area right there, you see some garbage bags. There's some trash and debris stacked to the side, and then behind the vehicle as well.
Okay, in case CE 210303554, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. Find the property in violation of Code Section 18106A and 34102A. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Number 58 is complied, 2923 Pinewood Avenue, CE 210303558. Number 59, 623 32nd Street, CE 210303777.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case in reference to a single-family property that was issued a notice of violation for an inoperable vehicle, weeds and overgrowth, trash and debris on the property, along with a trash can placed in public view. The notice of violation was issued via certified mail-in posting on March 19th and gave the respondent 30 days to remove or make the vehicle operable, 10 days to remove the weeds and overgrowth, trash and debris, and 5 days to remove the trash can from public view. I have not heard from the respondent. As of today, the property remains in violation of Code Sections 18106A for the weeds and overgrowth, trash and debris, 34102A, there's still an inoperable vehicle on the property, and 7434A1J, the trash can remains in public view. The city is requesting compliance within 30 days, or a $100 a day fine be assessed.
Any contact with the owner?
None whatsoever, no, sir.
Certified mail-in posting?
It was, yes, sir.
All right, in case CE 210303777, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 34102A, 7434A1J, and 18106A. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Number 60, 624 33rd Street, CE 210303779.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is a reference to a single-family lot that was issued a notice of violation via certified mail-in posting on March 19th for inoperable vehicles on the property, hurricane shutters on the windows, tires stored on the property, and parking on the grass. The notice of violation gave the respondent 30 days to remove and make the vehicles operable, 10 days to remove the hurricane shutters, 10 days to remove the tires from the property, and 5 days to remove the vehicle that was parked on the grass. I have not heard from the respondent. As of today, the property remains out of compliance with 34102A. One inoperable vehicle remains on the property. 18100. Some of the hurricane shutters have been removed, but there's still a few that remain on the back windows. 94482A, a vehicle is still parked on the grass. There it is right there. And the property is coming to compliance with 18106A. The tires have been removed. The city is requesting compliance within 30 days or $100 a day fine be assessed.
Any contact?
No contact, no.
All right, in case CE 210-30379, to make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 34102A, 18100, 94482A. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Number 61, 538 28th Street, CE 210300389.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case in reference to an apartment complex property that was issued a notice of violation for having an inoperable vehicle parked in the rear parking lot of the complex. A notice of violation was issued via posting and certified mail on March 19th and gave the respondent 30 days to remove the vehicle or make the vehicle operable. After the notice of violation was issued, I was contacted by the respondent. I'm familiar with him from past code enforcement cases from which there are outstanding code liens and fines on this property. During our conversation, the respondent stated he would have the vehicle towed. As of today, however, the vehicle remains on their property and is still in violation of Code Section 34102A. The city is asking for compliance within 30 days or a $100 a day fine be assessed.
Is it the absence of the license plate? Is that why it's unregistered?
Yes, sir.
All right, in case CE 210-30389, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 34102A. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Number 63, 2704 Poinsettia Avenue, CE 210400079.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case reference to a single-family lot that was issued a notice of violation for having boarded windows, a fence in disrepair, trash and debris on the property, and a trash can in public view. The notice of violation was issued via certified mail and posting on April 6th and gave the respondent 5 days to remove the trash can, 10 days to remove the trash and debris, and 30 days to remove the boards from the windows and repair the fence. After the notice of violation was issued, I was contacted by the respondent and we discussed ways to bring the property into compliance. As of today, the property has come into compliance with Code Sections 94302A4. The fence has been repaired. 7434A1J, the trash can has been removed from public view. 18265, the boards have been removed from the window. 18106 remains out of compliance because there's a pipe and some concrete blocks that remain on the property, and then when she took the boards off, she stacked them over to the side. When I spoke to the respondent yesterday, she said she would call the sanitation department and put the boards out front for pickup, and would remove the pipe and the bricks as well. We agreed 30 days would be enough time for her to come into compliance. The city's asking for compliance within 30 days or a $50 a day fine be assessed.
Okay, in case CE 210400079, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18106A. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $50 per day may issue.
Number 65, 512 31st Street, CE 210400179.
Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is reference to a house on a single-family lot that was issued a notice of violation for a broken walkway with trip hazards leading to the front door. Windows in disrepair, some boarded for an extended period of time. The exterior of the house needs to be repaired, cleaned, and painted. There are missing address characters along the alleyway. The fence along the alleyway is in disrepair. It's being propped up by a 2x4. And the landscaping on the property, including the swale, is in need of restoration. A notice of violation was issued via certified mail and posting on April 8th and gave the respondent 30 days to obtain the applicable permits and or repair or remove the walkway, remove the boards and repair or replace the windows, clean, repair, and paint the exterior, post address characters along the alleyway, remove, replace, or repair the fence and restore landscaping per city ordinance specifications, While I was posting the property, I met with a relative of the respondent who said the house was purchased late last year and they're currently doing interior renovations. I explained the exterior code violations to him and I asked him to pass along my information to the homeowner. He said he would. However, I never heard from anybody since then. As of today, the property remains in violation of Code Section 18100, safe egress for the walkway in disrepair, 18103E for the windows in disrepair, 786-6 for the missing address characters in the alley, 94302A4 for the fence being in disrepair, and 94446-2 for the landscaping in need of restoration. The city is asking for compliance within 30 days or a $200 a day fine be assessed.
How large a fine are you seeking?
A fine, I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, how large a fine were you seeking?
200?
Is the 18103J still in violation, the exterior cracks and holes, discoloration?
Yes, sir, it is, and I did miss that. Thank you for checking that. It is.
So that there's been no compliance since the original notice of violation?
No, the exterior looks the same since I posted the violation and spoke with the relative at the property.
How long has it been?
April 8th, I spoke with them, so about 5 or 6 weeks.
All right, in case CE 21040-179, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18100, 18103E, 18103J, 78-6, 94302A4, 94446-2. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $200 per day may issue.
Number 66, 525 31st Street, CE 21040-180.
All right, Joe Patrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is in reference to a construction site that has only a shell of a structure on the property, an unfinished fence, no address characters posted, excessive trash and debris stored on the property, a dead tree in a swale, and the swale is also in need of restoration. The lot has remained in this condition for at least 2.5 years. The building department opened a case in 2019 for expired permits and lack of inspections. A lien was recorded on the property in 2020. It has been running for 292 days as of today's date at a fine of $500 a day, and that continues to accrue. The notice of violation for this code enforcement case was posted on April 8th and gave the respondent 30 days to remove the trash and debris from the property, finish or remove the fence, post address characters on the property, and obtain appropriate landscape permits to remove the dead tree and restore the swale. This Monday, the 17th, Code Supervisor Mark Joyce was able to contact the respondent over the phone. Mr. Joyce and I spoke to the respondent. This is the first contact I've had with him. The respondent stated he was currently in Tennessee, and the property has remained in its current state for an extended period of time due to financial challenges he's having. The respondent will be back in West Palm Beach area later on this week, and he said he would contact me to set up a date and time to meet at the property. We briefly discussed ways to bring the property into compliance and discuss safety concerns the city has with the trash and debris and some of the construction materials becoming projectiles during a windstorm event. There's the unfinished fence boards are being stored to the back of the property. Unfortunately, it appears other people are now just dumping wood piles and other construction debris to the rear of the property as well. Particularly that, we're concerned that during hurricane season will become a projectile. As of today, the property remains out of compliance with all code sections indicated on the notice of violation. 18106A for the excessive trash and debris. The fence remains incomplete and no address characters have been posted. The dead tree remains in swale. No tree removal landscape permit has applied for. So all the code sections on the notice of violation has remained a violation. The city is asking for 30 days for the fence to be removed or completed, address characters to be posted, and a tree removal or landscape permit be obtained, at least to restore the swale, or a $500 a day fine be assessed. Additionally, the city is asking for 30 days for all the trash and debris on the property to be removed and the construction material be secured. If the respondent fails to remove the trash and debris on the property and secure the construction materials, the city is asking for an abatement order to remove those items that could become a projectile during a hurricane or a windstorm, and secure the other construction items as well. Also, the excessive wood piles become a habitat for vermin and insects on the property as well, so it poses a health safety hazard.
So the city's seeking 30 days as to the numbering standards, the fence, the landscaping. What about the 18103A?
Right, we're asking for 18103A is, what we don't want to do is take any, if he's going to finish the fence, we don't want to remove those materials on. We're asking for an abatement order as well, because they can become projectiles. So if he's going to restore the fence, when I meet him out there, or within the next 30 days and put those boards on the fence, we don't want to remove those from the site, because we don't want to take his construction materials. However, there's a lot of items on there that have since appears to have been dumped on there from possibly other people, from other sites, large piles that need to be removed. So we're asking, if he doesn't clean it up within 30 days, that we get an abatement order to remove those large wood piles.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. The other section, 18103A, the repair of the dwelling to weather the walls and windows and doors.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, okay. As you can see, it's a shell. There's no windows, there's no walls on there, so he at least has to, right? He has expired permits on there that are currently running a fine from a former building department case. So what would satisfy that code section would be to just simply re-up those permits and resume construction on that.
And you want to give him 30 days to do that?
Yeah, or at least make application, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
The permits are already there, they just have to be re-upped. They've expired.
All right, so in case CE 2104080, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18103A, 18106A, 786, 94302A4, and 944462. As to 18103A, 78-6, 94302A4, and 944462, respondent has 30 days to bring those into compliance, or a fine of up to $500 per day may issue. As to 18106A, respondent has 30 days to bring that into compliance. In the absence of compliance, I find that condition constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach, and I authorize the city of West Palm Beach to enter the property and abate 18106A. I hereby assess the cost of said abatement against the property and property owner.
Thank you.
Are we continuing Ms. Clark's cases? Are we continuing Natalie's cases? Okay. Number 19, 838 45th Street, CE 2104037, that case is continued. Number 20, 956 43rd Street, CE 210400350, that case is continued. And number 21, 935 44th Street, CE 210400482, that case is continued.
What time is our other matter scheduled for?
11:30.
All right, so let's take a 12-minute break.